Hello, my divine kings and queens. I am back to do another video. And today what we're going to be going over is I just want to start off by saying, though, before I get into it, you never know what a person may be going through, and sometimes it doesn't hurt. Like I said, it doesn't cost you anything to be kind to someone, to give someone help, and to show someone gratitude, right? Because you don't know what they're going through. And I just want to say this before I get into anything. I had to go to one of my doctor's appointments, and I came across this young lady, and I didn't know her story, right? But I seen that she was a little disturbed, just what I can see. She just wasn't there, but not like mentally. It just seemed like she was going through a lot. And she was actually going in the bathroom, I guess, to do her sample, whatever. And they had sent me into the waiting room to wait for the nurse to come in, because I had to wait there for 2 hours before they had did my blood work or whatever. And so I was waiting there. They had us waiting in the same room. And after she finished, she came in the room and she was sitting there. And I just seen her, like, you could tell she was about to cry. And I just asked her just to break the ice. I was like, hey, do you plan on doing like a natural birth, or are you gonna do an epidural? And she said, I'm gonna try to push through, and I'm gonna try to do an epidural. And then I said, okay. And I said, are you okay? And she just shook her head. She was like, no. And I said, can I give you a hug? And she said, yeah. And I got up and I embraced her, and she was crying. She was just like, it's just so hard. It's so hard. Like, me and my fiance, we're living in the car right now, and I'm pregnant. It almost took everything in us. We almost didn't make it here. And I just grabbed her a little bit tighter, and I just told her, I said, it's going to be okay. You're going to get through it. Trust me. And you know how you embrace someone? Like, she held on until like the nurse, came in. And I guess I had to take her to go meet her doctor. And she said, it was really nice meeting you. Like, I really needed that. And I said, no problem. God bless you. It don't cost you anything to be nice. It don't cost you anything to be considerate, which is why I wanted to do this message today about people who have gone up against you, and people who have said the absolute worst about you, thought the worst about you. People who have been the masterminds behind your demise rather than being the masterminds behind their success. So engulfed in what it is that you got going on and what's in store for your future, rather than trying to create a better future for themselves. I would never understand people like that. You couldn't pay me $1. You couldn't pay me $1 million to understand someone's mindset. That's that of someone who wants to keep someone held back. You get what I'm saying? You don't get nowhere in life bringing others down and wanting to keep other people down. You get what I'm saying? And so I said that to say, it don't cost anything to be nice. Do you have to be nice to everybody? Do you have to be friendly to everybody? Do you have to be open and open up your doors to everybody just to be like, well, God, I'm doing the Lord's work? No, you don't have to be fake with it. But still, at the same time, if it's in your heart and it's in your spirit and it's just in you to be kind to someone and give back to someone, then do that. Opt out of being someone's enemy. Opt out of doing the complete opposite and being evil, and choose to be nice. Otherwise, just don't do nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? You don't get nowhere bringing other people down. So, yeah, we've been around people who, they rather be an enemy to you, because at the same time, when people see something in you, and I want to be real clear when I say that it's not anything that you have done to these people to want to make these people be your enemy. It's nothing that you have done to these people directly to where they don't like you or they hate you, and they're still yet in their hearts. They see that you're moving forward. They see that you're bouncing back from the curses and from the blockages. They see that you're bouncing back from everything that they've done and people that they sent your way. to derail you and to distract you and to hold you and take you back. You get what I'm saying? And bring you down. They see that you're going to move forward, regardless of the fact you're going to move forward. And you'll have people who will sit back and want to offer a helping hand, but that helping hand is not really coming from a place of love and genuine support. Sometimes people have to have you around them to keep watch of you, right? Doing things behind the scenes of which you know nothing of, so that when to you it may look like, oh, it's help, but they're in all actuality trying to keep you down and hold you back. I don't think you realize the people that you was around. I don't think you really realize maybe people who was connected to people that you was connected to. You get what I'm saying? Like family members, exes of your exes. Something in these people where they wanted to victimize you because at once upon a time in their life, they've been a victim. A lot of people who victimize you didn't tell you their story about what they went through. And so they kept that hatred and that resentment in their heart, and it grew. And it turned them into the person that they are today. You get what I'm saying? They don't know no better. They see something that they want. They see something in somebody else that's not in them, and they feel the need to want to dim your light. All because you're pure, you're innocent, and you're too good of a person. You get what I'm saying? It's no explanation for why people wanted to do what they did to you and think what they think of you other than pure ignorance, stupidity, and negativity and toxicity on their end. And if that's where people want to dwell, there's no problem with that. But they can't sit up here and say that you're going to dwell in it too, because that's not what God has for you. There's a lot of people that know what's in store for your future, and you want to know why it's been such a tug of war and such a fight, because these people have already seen what you're destined for. And a lot of people have already had it and programmed it in their minds, like, you're not worthy for fame. You're not worthy for fortune. You're not worthy of these things that God said that you're worthy of. But who are them to sit up here and determine who's worthy and who's not? Because leave it up to these people, you won't be worthy of anything but the pavement on somebody's street outside. If someone chooses to give you a penny, you won't be worthy of anything when it comes down to these people. And it's crazy how a lot of people can't just accept you for who you are, and how all your life you've been going through this, where now all of a sudden people want to see you for who you are and they want to get behind you and support you. But don't take for granted, and don't think for 1 second that how they thought about you back then, if people can be that nasty to drag your name the way that they did, judge you the way that they did, say the things that they said about you, look at you a particular way, that don't just change because you chose one minute or chose in your life one day, you said, you know what, I want to change and I want to be different and I want to serve the Lord. And so at the end of the day, I'm going to change this about myself. I'm going to change this about myself. And as you make those changes and you learn lessons, God takes you to where you need to be. You get what I'm saying? But we never was in a position where we could say, you know what, we were perfect beings or we did everything that God told us to do, because we didn't. But for whatever the reason, people just did not see you coming up out your situation. And don't think for 1 second that they're happy that you did. It's really sad that for the majority of you, some of these people were family members. It's sad that some of these people were exes. It's sad that some of these people were ex-friends. But this is why you have to keep moving forward. And sometimes you have to get out of what you know in order to be where God wants you to be and see the things that he needs you to see. A stranger will be more loving and kind to you than those of whom you've had history with and grew up with. You get what I'm saying? And I feel in what you went through, that's what he was trying to show you. That life, there's so much more to life. It's a whole world out there if you just give yourself a chance and give yourself time to grow, to heal, and to learn, and to continuously move forward. But there are a lot of people who would try to hold you back because they feel like at the end of the day, you're not worthy. And this is what I don't understand. For all the evil and the negative energy and the blockages and the things that they send your way, the curses that they speak over your life, they still yet see that you are moving forward, and they don't get or understand how you keep moving forward. I don't know if these people believe in God. I don't know if they believe in what you believe in. I don't know if they process hurt or things that you go through or trials and tribulations the same as you. But I know for our chosen ones, when you're in a rut, you ain't thinking about who else could be up in that rut with you or who else you can bring down with you. When you're in a rut, you're thinking about what you need to do to get out. Be it healing, be it prayer, Be it figuring something else about what you did in the past, learning from your mistakes, calling upon help, reinforcements, allies, whatever you need to do to move forward, to push forward, and to get out of your situation. That's what you think about, and that's where you put your energy and your focus. These people, I don't know if they're blaming you for being stuck and stagnant in their life and can't seem to understand why you keep reinventing yourself, and things just come so easy for you, but they don't understand nothing comes easy to anybody. You probably make it look easy because at the same time you don't move how everybody else move. But you still go through things that other people and normal people go through. You get what I'm saying? You have to learn how to process hurt. You have to learn how to get through betrayals. You have to learn how to overcome setbacks and obstacles in your way. But the only difference between you and these people, you figure out what you need to do to get yourself to the next level. You ain't focused on who destiny is this and who purpose is this and how can I beat this person and how can I one up this person and how can I set this person back and how can I ruin this for this person. You ain't thinking about that. And what I can't seem to understand is for all these years that people have done this to you, if these are new people, current enemies that's going up against you, they don't even understand how major that blowback will be, because what you think gonna happen, your energy is too strong. Your aura, everything about you, you're too favored and you're too protected for anything and any spell work and any blockages and curses to be spoken over your life that you cannot bounce back from. You too energy, you too powerful. Your energy is too powerful. So, and also your mindset. The way that you process things, you don't think about getting revenge on somebody. You get what I'm saying? It's not about revenge. It's about learning what I need to learn, and I'm going to take accountability, and I'm not going to be in denial about the part that I've played in getting myself in certain situations and encountering certain people. And that's it. I need to move forward. I need to process this, and I need to be patient until God, like I say, comes in and change things in my life. But meantime, between time, I ain't just sitting out and sitting around waiting for a miracle and waiting for a blessing. I'm making things happen in whatever way that may be. But I'm still yet keeping my faith. I'm still yet putting God first. I'm still yet figuring out things about my life. I'm not perfect. But this is why I ain't got time to be trying to sit up here and focus on somebody else's life, because I'm not perfect. I need to focus on my own. I got bigger fish to fry. I ain't got time to be trying to figure out who don't like me and why they don't like me. And I need to seek revenge. No. The only thing that I'm going to do is continuously move forward in my life and ask God to redirect the focus of those people that are my opponents and that hate me and that's going up against me, and leave it in God's hands to do whatever it is that he needs to do. I would never be that type of person that will sit up here and dabble in the occult and dark magic, because I don't want that mess to come back on me or that of my kids. And you calling upon deities and spirit. I don't know if this is a thing now, because we're in a blank generation that really don't understand a whole lot, and everybody just going off of trends and going off of what they see and going off of look. You get what I'm saying? And not really understanding, like, this generation is lost. I'm telling you. And it's just like, oh, everybody's talking about signs and everybody's talking about this and this, that, and the third. I mean, why can't I dabble into it? Why can't I do it? You know what I'm saying? And then when that mess started blowing back on people and people start experiencing the same failures and blockages and delays and illnesses that they wanted for you, it starts occurring in their life. They don't have nobody else to blame but themselves, because they're going to sit back and understand what they sent out and what they put out and see that that's clearly coming back on them and not the person that they wanted it to hit. Because you are not an evil person. You're not a vindictive person. And what I can't seem to understand is people are so upset about how you keep overcoming, so upset about what God has in store for you. Yet, and also thinking like they going to beat you at your own destiny, beat you and get to the finish line so they can step into your destiny. Your destiny is your destiny. These blessings have your name written on it, not that of your enemies. It does not matter if they kill you and take you out. It doesn't matter how many times they try to block you. It doesn't matter how many times they try to delay you, what they take from you. You will always step into it bigger and better. Do you get what I'm saying? When it comes back triple, 10, triple fold, Godspeed. Because of who you are and how you keep moving forward in life. You can do without, and when you have, you're humble with it. Something is wrong, and it's very disturbing about the way that your enemies process certain things, especially when it comes to the image that they have of you. They think so low of you. They say the absolute worst about you. And what is given is a whole lot of things that people say about you is who they truly are. They're mentally deranged. They're off and they're imbalanced in their spirit, in their mind, and in their soul, and in their lives. Because who will sit up here and go this far and drag it out for this long, trying to stop and block you, seeing that you keep overcoming, seeing that you keep moving forward, and they keep watching with a distasteful look, disdain, like, ugh. Like that irritation led to intimidation. You get what I'm saying? They were irritated of you. And that irritation, they just kept watching you. And then they became intimidated of the things that you were cultivating in your life, what you was creating. It was just like, ugh. Because there's some things, like I say, this is why you don't compare your life to somebody else. And you don't sit up here and try to do something that somebody else do. You find out what you want to do. Find yourself. Find your own purpose and your own destiny. Because at the end of the day, your destiny is your destiny. No one can beat you to that. That doesn't even make sense. The math ain't mathing. How are you going to beat somebody at their own destiny? It was never yours. You would never get it. Taking somebody out and blocking somebody. You would never get that man. You would never get that fame. You would never get that fortune. You will never get the inheritance. You won't get it because it's not for you. And the only thing that you're doing is causing chaos and destruction in your own life. Trying to sit up here and delay and block somebody else because that's the only thing that you're capable of doing. And the only reason why God is allowing it is for us to learn lessons, to strengthen us. Still, all in all, we get to where we need to be. And you're right where you need to be. Everything happens for a reason. Everything. That's why I tell you, you know, at the end of the day, people don't understand what it is that they're doing. You know, all of this work that it takes to be so focused on you, to send people your way, to block you, to stalk you, right? To talk very low of you. I mean, at the end of the day, no, they're making themselves look bad, because I'm gonna tell you something. People can clearly see. If when you focus on you, right? This is what I'm saying. When you're focused on you, you know what you need to do. Every day you wake up, you're waking up on the right side of the bed. You waking up, you have a plan in place. You know what you need to do, whether you have certain things, whether you have all your ducks in a row or not. You're going to get all of them in a row by focusing on you and doing what you need to do. These people that are coming after you are so upset that you're so able to be stable, that you're able to have like a clear focus on what your future and what you want your future to look like. But what this is where I'm telling you something ain't up here. They can have that for themselves, a clear focus on what they want their future to look like. Everyone is afforded the same opportunities. But for whatever the reason, people are just, like I tell you, they're irritated of you. They're so irritated of you. I sat on this message for so long because I didn't even know how to deliver, because it was just like, wow, like, where is this irritation and this intimidation coming from? When people are just so evil in their hearts, in their spirit, they just don't want anything good happening for other people. And if they're up on their and have something in their life, some people, they can have more than you, have less than you. They still just don't want you to have anything. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. So if people wanted you in a certain level of your life, but they see that God has something in store for you that was bigger and greater, I'm telling you, you had closeted witches in your family. You had warlocks of which you had attached yourself to sexually, and you just did not know who these people were. I feel some of your exes didn't know who they was tied up with. You get what I'm saying? When people do certain things and they're so emotional of you, they can't think of what their next plan or what their go forward plan need to be. People start doing crazy things and they get their family involved. You get what I'm saying? And then that where it becomes a question where it's like, so not only you are not thinking straight, your family members ain't thinking straight, who need to be putting you in place. And I don't know why, for whatever the reason, people feel the need to want to just automatically, oh, spell work will solve everything. Spell work will bind them to me. Spell work will make them come back to me every time. Oh, yeah, just go ahead and block this for them. Block happiness for them. Block success off for them. As if that's going to stick. When something is meant for you, you're going to always step into it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Instead of being the mastermind behind your demise, a whole lot of people could have gotten further in their life being the masterminds behind their own success. It shows a lot about their mindset and why people ain't never liked you for years. You've always, everything of who you are and what you're stepping into, people could see that on you. They treated you the complete opposite, and they wanted to be bullies to you and single you out because for whatever the reason, they felt like that would be, that would make you want to give up. It would make you, and for a lot of you, it almost made you give up. But this is what I'm saying. When God came through and did what he did for you, it was a clear sign that he wasn't going to let you give up. So that's why I'm saying when people think they're going up against you, I say it all the time, they're really going up against God. And that's why I tell you, you don't get nowhere in your life bringing other people down, pulling other people back. You know what I'm saying? Wanting to destroy someone's life, their foundation. You don't get nowhere in your life. And that's why I'm telling you, a lot of people victimize you because they didn't tell you their full story, that once upon a time they was a victim. How people are treating you, someone did them like that, and they just chose not to heal from it. A lot of people were raised by narcissists. They don't know what love is. They don't know how to process love, even if it's given to them. They know what they know, and they're stuck in their ways. And there's nothing that you can do about that but separate yourself. Do not go back to people just because they want to switch up their stuff and be your friend now, because they want to recognize you now, because they want to support you now. I'm not telling you not to forgive these people. And if you have been watching me, you should have already forgiven them. But we will never forget. And I think that's where people got us messed up at. They want us to forget the betrayals that they served out. They want us to forget the foul and vulgar things that were spoken out of their mouth. Whatever energy they was in, we don't need to make no excuses for it, because we're the ones who had to process that mess. You get what I'm saying? We're the ones who had to process that. If people said you were stupid, crazy, dumb, deranged, damaged goods, made you feel like you was such an embarrassment, a shame, you the black sheep, you're this, you're that, you're so low down, you don't deserve anything, you ain't got this, you ain't got that. Why is it their business? Do they not have any business of their own? You got to look at that. This is why I'm telling you, if people are so focused on you and what you don't have and who you are not, they're still watching you. They still want to block you, baby, because they see what's in store for you. They see what's in store for you, and they've signed up and made it their life's mission. It's their obligation. It's their duty to ensure that you do not step into it. But God, the God that you serve, he is an awesome God. And he has come through for you on numerous occasions that these people have sat up here and tried to destroy you. And I'm going to tell you something. This last go around in 2023 was the final straw. Because there's a prayer that y'all started praying. And that prayer wasn't even to send back. Like I said, you didn't want for your enemies what you've seen for them. I feel like God has showed you the outcome of these people if they ain't stopped. And some of y'all prayed for them. Some of y'all asked God to spare them. But they weren't trying to stop. They weren't trying to stop wishing evil upon you. Sending people your way, watching you, stalking you, stealing from you, laughing, mocking you. They really did it this time, though. They really did it this time. Because you can't be stopped. Because what people think will stop you, it hasn't. Because they got the wrong idea of who you are and what you stand for. You can take everything I have. I'll start over. Because the one thing that's been keeping you from meeting your deadline, this elaborate plan that you had, that you schemed up, this lifelong mission that you signed up for, the one thing that's been delaying you in your efforts, you can't break my spirit. You haven't been able to break my spirit because you think money come, money go. It's your spirit that allows you to get it right back. Houses come, cars, you can get them, it's a piece of metal, it's all what it is. A house is a piece of property on land. Can't take it with you when you die. Can't take the money with you when you die. I mean, a man, they come and they go. Women, they come and they go. Girlfriends, boyfriend, whatever. They haven't been able to break your spirit. That's why you keep rebuilding. They don't understand. Baby, I would have been gave it up. If I seen all my efforts and all my money and my time and all these hands I got involved could not stop you, I would have been shelved that mission. It's just not my mission. That's not my mission. I'm not going to waste time and years that I can't get back. You can't fight the inevitable. We all have our time here on this earth. Why would you use it trying to sit here and ruin somebody else's life when they're using their time, managing their time to better themselves? Yet you want to use your time to destroy somebody else. And then when you sit back and you wonder why your life been so stagnant and why it's been so messed up and you can't get things to move forward in your life, because every person, you can say every dog have their day. Eventually you got to pay for that, what you've done to people. This is why I tell you, watch what bridges you burn. Watch what energy you give out and you put out. Watch how you treat people. That stuff always have a way of coming back on you, especially when you're messing with the divine. They treated you so horribly and they didn't have to. They sit back and they watch you, baby. You can't have not one piece of happiness in your life. You can't have nothing in your life if these people ain't got it. It's sad because they clearly must have didn't see anything prosperous or beneficial in their future for them to keep trying to sit up here and destroy you so that you don't reach your future. But like I say, they're going to realize they ain't getting nowhere trying to sit up here and bring you down. Do you understand me? You are who you are. Okay? Don't you ever let nobody make you feel bad about who you are and how you think and how you move. You embrace who you are. It's a whole lot of people in this world wish they could be real like you. You remember didn't I just tell you got closeted witches? Oh, they don't want nobody to know what they do behind the scenes. They can't even be themselves. These are the people that's coming after you. People who can't even be themselves. People who don't know how to create things on their own. They have to look at other people's blueprint. They have to look at somebody else's answers. They're followers. They're people pleasers. They don't even know themselves. That's why they hate you. They don't have a reason to hate you. If they went down the list, can they say what? Oh, they betrayed me back in the day. They told lies on me. No. You ask them, why don't you like me? Why are you so cruel? They'll be quiet. They don't have a reason. You know, I keep going back to different movies and stuff, and I'm going to list them in the description box below. But I had the other day, it was like a couple days ago, actually, because I told you I was sitting on this. And I had watched the live action movie of Cinderella, right? And I'm not basing this whole thing on Cinderella, but it's that it's one particular scene in the movie, the live action that came out, I want to say 2014 or 15. And it was one particular scene where they had her up in the attic, right? And the stepmom had already figured out that it was her that had went to the ball. Like she had her slippers already pulled out or whatever. They're going back and forth. They have a conversation. In the midst of that conversation, Cinderella asked her, you know, why are you so cruel? Because she had broke the slipper. And the only thing that the stepmom could say, she just kept looking and like she didn't know what to say. But when she started speaking, she said, you're so pure. You're so innocent. And then she slammed the door. If y'all can watch that particular scene, I wish I could call it out for you and give y'all the actual so you could pinpoint it. But it's towards the end after she goes to the ball, and she asks her, why are you so cruel? Like, some people don't like you because of the energy, your energy, who you are, your behavior. They're so evil. I don't think you understand the mind of an evil person. We never will be, because we're not them. We don't process things the same. You get what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily saying that we had a better upbringing than people. We processed our hurt, our betrayal, our setbacks. We just processed it different. You get what I'm saying? We chose not to be like our abusers. We chose not to allow our haters and people who oppose us, who criticize us, antagonize us, we chose not to allow these people to change us for the worse. We chose to heal from it so that we can become better people. It's hard to do that when you don't understand why somebody keep gunning for you, talking smack about you, watching you, but don't like you. Like, this is crazy. This is so crazy to me that people don't have their own lives. It's so much that you could be doing rather than sending out this misplaced hate. And I feel like it's going to be in this season that God sits a whole lot of people down, and they're going to have so much going on in their life, because I'm telling you, that prayer, when you pray for your enemies and you don't pray for the same thing, like I say, for them to have the same outcome that they wish upon you, but yeah, you pray for their healing, you pray for their strength, you pray for wisdom, you pray for them to wake up, you pray for them to have a clear vision of what they need to do to move forward. You ask God to redirect their path. You get what I'm saying? You tell God, you say, look, I forgive them. I don't hate nobody. Get them off my back is all I'm asking. Let them move forward in their life is all I'm asking. Give them the chance. Give them the chance, the encouragement. Give them forewarning of what they need to do to turn and change from their wicked ways. You don't even understand, if that's what you've been praying, how strong you are. It is not easy to be the bigger person when somebody has purposely, blatantly sought you out to destroy you. The millions and billions of people in this world, and you got to get singled out, and you got to keep dealing with these people cycle after cycle after cycle after cycle? I think not. However long you've been dealing with this, 10 years plus, 5 to 7 years, however long you've been dealing with this and these people, it's coming, it's ending. That's why people had to group up. This is why people had to group up. Because if you got through this one, it was just going to be clear that they needed to stop. But see, they've done so much. It's not just okay, well, we're going to stop now. No, you need to pay for that. Now you have to learn your lesson. You need to pay for that. So when you start experiencing illnesses and blockages and delays and loss in your life, you're going to understand that that's something that you don't need to be sending out to other people, because you going to have a hard time trying to get through that. And I'm telling you, like I told you in my other videos, it's going to be people who are going to come back and try to make amends with you, like I tell you. But it's going to be some people who have done so much, the ringleaders of these packs and groups of people that they sent out to stalk you and monitor you and destroy you. Like I say, please watch that live action movie, right? Because you're going to see how even towards the end, Cinderella's stepmom couldn't even say nothing to her. She tried to reason with her, negotiate with her, right? When Cinderella didn't want to do that because she saw how evil she was like, no, I don't want you to be a part of my new cycle. This needs to end, and I don't care what I have to do or if I have to suffer. You know what I'm saying? I'll have the memories. Like, she was still reiterating, like, you cannot break my spirit, but I'm not going to, do what you want me to do. So even towards the end, it's like Cinderella said, I forgive you. And it was nothing she could say. She knew it was over for her. But the stepsisters tried to come and run behind and be like, we're so sorry. We're so sorry. How are you sorry? By sitting up here and somebody trying to talk to you, you looking them in their face and you completely ignore them. You go to the other sister and ask them, what did she say? Treating people like they a peasant. Treating them like they a slave in their own home. Broke that girl down so many times, but she got back up. You always have allies and reinforcements and people protecting you that's watching over you. God will always have his hand over your life. You get me what I'm saying? Because you are favored, you are protected, and you will always be in a position to win. You just have to know how to get through certain trials and tribulations and overcome whatever it is that these people are sending your way. And that's what they didn't expect you to keep doing. They thought if they screw with you enough and they keep attacking you enough and they keep making you feel like you're unworthy of love, getting people to leave you, getting people to hurt you, getting people to look down upon you, right? And not see the beauty that you possess. They thought you would give up, but they couldn't. Because you kept moving forward. You understood and you already knew if they going up against you this hard, it's only because they don't want you to receive the blessings that God have in store for you. So keep moving forward and know that you're always going to be in a position to win and to rebuild, right? They can't break your spirit. You're going to start again. You're going to leave the past behind. Because contrary to popular belief, you change your life. And who helped you? And God made it right. And nothing's gonna stop you now. Keep moving forward. There's no competition on your level because you keep focusing on you and making yourself better. So who cares if your ops linking up? Who care who grouping up? At the end of the day, they can't stop you. They won't stop you because what's meant for you will always be for you. Okay? Keep moving forward. They watching you. They lurking. And at the end of the day, they need to understand they can keep having that hate for you. But you will always be in a position to win and receive your blessings and your just due. And I'm telling you, it's going to be in this season. Because enough is enough. It was getting dark, so I know it's going to be a change. It's going to be a change in the video. But I had to turn on my backlight so I can read y'all these two scriptures. I am going to hold them up because y'all be trolling. Some of y'all do. But you can clearly see that. These are the cards that I'm using, okay? They have scriptures on them. If y'all ever see me mess around with some cards, these are the cards. I do have to show them. I am going to show them, okay? These all have scriptures on them. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 3. And the second scripture is, our help is from the Lord who made heaven and earth. Psalms chapter 124, verse 8, okay? So, always know, like I say, continue to trust in the Lord. Know where your help come from. Know that no matter what somebody do or say against you, it will not stick. It will never stick. That's why I just don't understand why people won't give it up. But for whatever the reason, you can't expect someone who don't see something happening for them in their life to stop trying to go up against you so that you don't have good things in your life. Some people feel like, you know, I ain't accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, so why should you? I'm not talented and gifted like you, so why should you reach these certain heights and levels of your life and not me? Why it had to be you and not me? Why are they so focused on you and not themselves? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Again, that irritation led to intimidation. And unfortunately, a lot of people couldn't stand you. They couldn't grasp who you was and why you kept bouncing back. I'm telling you, it's people up in age. That's also what I want to tell y'all before I wrap it up. I had this on my live, right? And I'm gonna post it on my community board. But when I was checking my live videos, it was a video up there. It was an old one with my accomplishments. I had my bachelor's degree on there. And I was like, why is this being uploaded, or why is this video here? You know, I didn't upload no lives. I haven't gone live in a minute. And I went and I clicked the video. It didn't allow me to delete it because it wasn't posted. It was so weird. But I'm going to post it so y'all see it. It wasn't posted, but it was still showing like a recent upload. And so I clicked it. Mind you, it shows as a recent upload because it's at the top, right? And when I click newest, this is the first video that pop up. And I'm like, why is this popping up and why won't it go away? It just recently went away like a couple days ago. And the date was I think it was December 21st, 1969. December 21st, 1969. Don't quote me. I haven't, but I'm gonna upload it on the community board. But I said, how is it showing up as a recent upload? Excuse me. And it's showing that the date that it was uploaded was December 21st, 1969. I'm trying to tell y'all something, and my light just got brighter. The light up here just got bright after I said that. I don't know who that resonates for. I don't know if I don't know if it's a lady or a man, or if it's a couple who birthday 1969 or December 21st. But I didn't know if I should tie it in with what I was going to say today. But I'm just mentioning it, and I'm going to put it on my community board. But like I say, people gonna learn. They gonna learn to redirect that hate, because I feel a lot of people's foundations in relationships and what they thought the outcome they was gonna get, because they wish so bad upon you, and they just didn't want you to. That's why I'm telling you, you got groups of people who keep in my throat. I keep clearing my throat. You got people who gonna keep trying to stop you and block you. But that's why I'm telling you, this season is going to be the last season. I'm telling you, I heard it just as clear as day. Like, people not going to keep being able to do spell work on you, because when what they sent out start coming back on them, and their foundation start crumbling, their relationships start ending, their money start drying up, and a lot of things in their life start becoming stuck and stagnant, and they start experiencing major loss in their life, they're going to understand that that's not something that you do. And it's going to happen in such a way that it's going to be a direct connection and correlation as to what people been doing to you. Somebody was so relentless and wanting to have a certain outcome for you. I'm telling you, some people are so miserable in their life, and I don't think you understand just how miserable and upset and just unsatisfied people are with their life. But that don't give them a right to try to reinforce that and push that energy and that certain dynamic and outcome up on you, when you are destined for greater and better in your life, in peace. You are a peaceful person, so you deserve peace. You are a happy person, you deserve happiness. You are a giving, thoughtful, loving person, and that's exactly what you should receive in return, and the type of people that you need to be around. These people are getting cleared about your life. Ain't no more going back and paying and grouping up with people and ruining your foundation and your stability. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If your foundations have not been ruined, or whatever it is that you've been experiencing in your life, for me, I've been seeing like the fluctuations in my channel. And I started, like I said, I can't fast how I want to. I can't fast at all. But I've been sending that energy back and sending it back and sending it back and sending it back. And I've just been focusing on me and keeping myself in a place of peace, right? And my place of peace is in my own energy, just me, focused on me. You get what I'm saying? And I've been seeing how that stuff been going back and things been increasing. And that's why I was like, wow, people really don't want me to have no success up in my life. And I feel it's a direct connection with what people have seen in my future. You get what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying, like, wherever my channel meant to go, how many people it's meant to reach, whoever I'm meant to cross paths with, whatever is meant for me, fame, fortune, whatever the case may be, it's going to always be for me, because you can't break my spirit. So that's the same energy that you need to have. And that's why I pushed myself to come on here, man. Y'all got to push. Do not give up, okay? Don't let what people are doing, because I'm telling you, they are dabbling into that occult. They do that mess. They do it, absolutely. And whatever it is that they don't do, they're traveling to go do it and paying other people. Everybody is paying the cost for being evil. I'm telling you, you don't see how things are happening, what's happening in the world? People are getting caught up now for things that they have done under secret and kept behind the scenes for years, destroying people, using people, abusing people. This is the time, and this is the year, and this is the season for justice. If ain't nobody messing with you, don't mess with somebody. I don't care what you feel. Go get your life together. Instead of trying to watch someone and what they got going on, you could be putting that time and investing that time into yourself. If you hate somebody so much because of what's in store for them, I don't know if these people, like I said, done a reading on you. They need to do a reading on themselves. What's in store for their future? And then what can they do to change that? Or have a different outcome, rather than, because I'm going to tell you something, bringing you down is not going to change the outcome for your future. Bringing you down can change the outcome for their future, though, if they have one. Because what you don't do is keep coming for somebody who ain't coming for you. And I feel like for a lot of y'all just been handling it so gracefully for all these years. Enough is enough. And I'm telling you, you're going to get justice this year. Do you understand what I'm saying? You will receive justice this year. Never mind these haters. Haters, I know you don't like me. I know that you watching, trying to figure out how you can sit up and block me, but you can never stop me. So continue to hate. Just know that I'ma get my blessings anyway. They watching you. Most definitely. They trying to figure out if what they've been doing to you. And some of them got informants in your community that's reporting back to them. These people are sick. And I'm going to be nice, and I'm not going to go in on them on this, but something has to be wrong. And the thing is, all this, what they've been saying about you, there can't be nothing wrong with you because you're minding your business. You would never do what these people are willing to do. You're not on that type of time. So this is why I'm telling you, they can't have anything going on for their lives if they're sitting back trying to figure out what's going on in yours. So everything of what it is that they have said, you're not what these people say you are. And that's why I don't want you to allow it to affect you anymore. I don't want you to even be focused on these people and what they've done. It's irrelevant because the stuff is clearing out. It's backfiring anyway. And at the end of the day, people ain't going to be able to keep sitting up here and coming for you no more. Do you understand what I'm saying? So continue to move forward in your life. Continue to hold your head up high, okay? And just know that you do live through it, and it does get better. Spread peace, love, and light, and happiness everywhere you go. You don't know who needs that. I don't understand what's wrong with these people in your family. These people, there's 50% people you done sat up here and left behind and cut communication off with. And the other 50, like I said, current enemies are even seeing that they can't mess with you. And you're making your current enemies believers because they see how favored and protected you are because of the mess that they're doing behind your back. And they're not seeing it pan out in your life the way that they want it to. So keep moving forward. Don't let them break your spirit. Okay? Hold your head up high. Never let nobody see you sweat. And until next time, y'all stay prayed up and be blessed. I love you.